Okay, second graders, today you are going to write each temperature in degrees Fahrenheit, that's degrees F, and degrees Celsius, that's degrees C. Then circle the thermometer that shows the coldest temperature. Remember, you can measure temperature in degrees Fahrenheit or degrees Celsius. In the USA, where we live, we use Fahrenheit. The rest of the world uses Celsius. Notice that on each side of the thermometer we have a degrees F and a degrees C, so you have to make sure you're looking at the correct size. Okay, something else that we notice about the thermometer, that there are all these little hash marks in between. Do you see those? That counts for counting by twos. So let's practice counting by twos. It's skip counting. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. So if I'm skip counting and it's not right on a number, I have to know that if it's at another hash mark, we'll talk about that. Okay, so let's look at number 1. I'm going to start with degrees F, so I'm going to go find the degrees F. That's on the left side. I'm going to take my pencil and see where it matches it up. It matches up with 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, I'm going to look at the degrees Celsius side. That's the degrees C on the right side. Take my pencil, match it up. That's at 10 degrees Celsius. Okay, number 2, let's look at that. We're going to start with degrees Fahrenheit because that's which is first. Remember, that's on the left. Look at that. Uh-oh. If I look at that and I zoom in, I'm going to do that on mine because it'll be easier to zoom in on the iPad. Oh, it looks like it's at 30, but it's not. Do you remember what I said to do when it's on one of the lines in between the numbers? Do you remember? What do? We count by twos. So we know what's at 30. We don't go 31, we go 31, 32. So it's actually at 32 degrees Fahrenheit, right here. Okay, right here is at 32 degrees Fahrenheit. On the other side, degrees Celsius, we're lucky to see that it is right on a number. It's on 0 degrees Celsius. Number 3. We're going to start with degrees Fahrenheit again. Remember, that's on the left side of our thermometer. I'm going to zoom in because I can already tell it's not right on a number. It looks like it's close to 110, but it's not. What is it actually on? We count by twos, 110, and we skip down. In your head, you say 111, 112. It's actually at 112 degrees Fahrenheit, which is very warm. We write that like that. Okay, now let's look at degrees Celsius. Oh no, that one's not on a number either. So we count by twos. Here's 40, 41, 42 would be on the line, 43, 44, 45. It's about 45 degrees Celsius. Okay, we've done the first part. There was a second part to this. It said circle the thermometer that shows the coldest temperature. Remember, the lower it is, the colder it is. So which one has the lowest red mark? 1, 2, or 3? That's right, 2. So go ahead and circle number 2's thermometer. Okay, remember, we are doing something new with the Do You Understand? When you are done with your work page, you are going to answer the Do You Understand question on Seesaw using the recording tool and the drawing tool. And it says it is It is 30 degrees Fahrenheit. Would you wear shorts or long pants? Why? Okay, just to let you know, here's where 30 degrees is. You're going to draw a picture on Seesaw and explain using the recording tool. Now, when you are done, okay, numbers 4, 5, 6, and 7. You are going to use your pencil to color the thermometer to show the temperature. Then circle hot or cold to tell about the temperature. Make sure that you are paying attention to if it's degrees Fahrenheit or degrees Celsius, because then you have to look on either the left or the right side. So I'm going to do number 4 with you so you can see. It says 40 degrees Fahrenheit. I see that degree and the F, so I know I have to look on the left side. I'm going to find 40. I'm going to draw a line at 40. And that's not the only thing I'm going to do, because that's hard to see with a pencil. You need to color it in nice and neat all the way at the bottom. Notice that I colored it all the way in. Okay, now I need to circle this. Is 40 degrees Fahrenheit hot or cold? Well, remember Mrs. Powell said that about 55 and above is warm and 55 and below is cold. So 40 is below 50, so that is going to be cold. So circle cold. Number 5 says 8 degrees Celsius. Oh man, so I need to switch my brain and I need to find the degree C. Make sure it's on the C. Okay, I'm only going to look on that side. I'm going to find 8. This is tricky. That's where you have to count by 2. So I'm going to zoom in. And these are negative numbers down here. Negative means that they are below freezing. They're very, very cold, and I don't look at those. If it has a minus sign in front of it, I don't want to look at that. I look for the 10 without the minus sign. Okay? Remember, I count by 2, so I'm going to start at 0, and I'm going to go 2, 4, 6, 8. That would be 8 degrees Celsius. And I'm going to color it in all the way down. Okay, would 8 degrees Celsius be cold or hot or cold? Well, I know Mrs. Powell told me 50 and above is warm, or 55 and above is warm, and I see that it is below that, so I know that it is cold again. All right, try number 6. Reminder, it says degrees Celsius, so you need to look on this side. And number 7 says degrees Fahrenheit, so you need to look on this side. You also need to tell me if it's hot or cold. Remember, if it doesn't have that number, you're going to have to count by 2s. Go to the back side. Number 8. Leo and Sam are swimming in the lake and building sandcastles. Is the temperature closer to 30 degrees Fahrenheit or 75 degrees Fahrenheit? Number 9. What temperature does the thermometer show? Ooh, I noticed that some of my choices are in degrees Celsius and some are in degrees Fahrenheit. So I need to look at both sides. Is it 60 degrees Celsius? So I need to look on the Celsius side. Or is it 60 degrees Fahrenheit? Look on the Fahrenheit side. Is it 30 degrees Celsius? Looking at this side. Or 15 degrees Fahrenheit? Looking back on this side. Fill in your answer. Number 10's journal. You need to write a sentence and draw a picture. What would you do outdoors if the temperature was 65 degrees Fahrenheit? I'll get your sentence started. You can start with, I would blank. What would you do outside? And draw a picture. Now, when you are done with this, remember what you are going to do. Go ahead and turn it in. Then you need to go to Seesaw and answer the do you understand question. You need to use a sentence and you need to record yourself explaining why you would wear pants or shorts. Turn this into the math folder.